Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot. Time to make another reading. This one is gonna be called What You Should Know About Your Job/Activity. Job is obvious, activity maybe it's not as clear. I specifically wanted to channel in information about activity because maybe not every one of you have a classical description of a job. So these two are interchangeable for this reading. Now, I think that I'm gonna go in categories for this one. Such a shame that I left the previous reading, pile number 2 and 3, without categories because literally I forgot because I was overwhelmed. But yeah, for this one I'm gonna experiment a bit and try keeping like these really concise or like organized. Anyway. First of all, I think the first category is gonna be general information about you, description, energy signature. I will be calling it and I will be referring to it in the future as an energy signature so that you can know for sure that this is the reading for you. Now, next is gonna be the core of the reading. This is gonna be boss, colleagues, your activity, the activity itself or the job itself. I thought I would add in a plot twist and also forbidden/hidden information because we all know that's interesting and we all know that we can find some very unexpected things there. Now, I think that's pretty much it. I announced the topic. I did mention the sections, subdivisions in the reading. You can find the timestamps in the comment section or the description section. Yeah. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. This is gonna be a reading if you resonated with the first element/the ring. First category of information I'm gonna be delving into, it's basically energy signature or how you're gonna recognize yourself into the reading. So if this bit resonates with you, then definitely this is the right pile. However, if it still doesn't resonate, but you feel like this still is your pile and you have a strong intuition about this one, then definitely stay. This can also be important for you at some point, or you can have some partial or even full information given to you throughout the reading. Not gonna lie, for this one, I did try to shuffle twice. But I feel like the same information came through. Because this is job specific, there has to be something in here that's not clear, that's not right, that's not very, let's just say, in tune with who you are, okay? I feel like we're working in here with special/profile of like a person who is very defined quality wise and character wise, and this makes it so that you cannot stick or you cannot adhere to having like a lot of variability in jobs. And I want to say this is a good thing. And why? Because this is how, by the way, I would say it's the case with celebrities. They cannot go for something that's mediocre, okay? So something about your piles is being very defined in its quality. But I want to say this job profile, this situation, it's not the best representative of who you are. What I sense in here is a person who is defined in their grace, in their demeanor, and the job itself somehow is built around not necessarily truly being capable of mirroring that back or appreciating/recognizing you truly for it. So that to me raises a lot of questions. And we've also had the previous cards that they did try to draft, but I keep hearing you were made for something more. I keep hearing that maybe this is not gonna be a situation where you're gonna be in here permanently. At least for a lot of people, it will resonate in the sense that you feel like something is now right, or you feel like this is not the end of it all, like end all be all. I don't know. It makes me feel like either this is the case where you're undervalued, or you as a person, for example, with Four of Wands in here, you could be a leader. You could be not classical tarot, like, okay. You could be a leader type, to be cherished, celebrated. You could be, in general, very efficient, very quality driven in your work, but somehow all of this seems to be swept under the rug, something like this. And it kind of eats you. It eats you from inside. Like it's a very corrosive, um, unsettling feeling. It could be, okay. So these are the people from pile number one who do not fully feel like they are belonging, or they feel like they are having a profile of character that's way beyond the job description or job activity, or there is a whole deal of lack of mirroring when it comes to that. So most likely the most direct slash surface level information or message is going to be about the fact that you could be actually transitioning out of this, or you'll sooner or later change this dynamic. Who knows, maybe for some this could also mean a promotion if that's something that you're interested in. Good pointer for pile number one. If you feel like um, this is gonna be a really good one. If you feel like you wanna stay, and advance career-wise, then this most likely means that there is a possibility for you to create that, to bring that to fruition. However, if you feel like you want both that and something more, you can stay, you can go, but the overall message for this one is gonna be about don't stay. Don't stay or don't accept it. If it feels wrong, definitely it must be wrong, or definitely it's not a good fit for you. This is something that the cards confirm twice from very different decks, so I cannot evade this message. Also, as a little bit of context in there, the other cards were something about the transition card. Maybe it was Seven of Swords, I don't remember. In reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you have many, many more things to be proud of and to be further recognized and be paid for than what you're currently doing. So special attention to that, because the cards were really insisting on the fact that this pile will definitely resonate with the idea of not being truly valued. Okay, this could be a theme. Maybe this extends outside of work, but what's fascinating is the fact that it's not very proportional, let's just say, for that much of character complexity. You deserve to have more exposure, okay? Okay, now next bit, this is gonna be about the message itself. This is gonna be the core theme of the reading. We have gratitude. I'm a little bit caught off guard by this one. You know what I wanna say? With this card, gratitude, there is a huge contrast in here that's being brought in. Why? Because there is a lot of tumultuous energy entanglement in the description, like as I said in the 5 minutes I was just covering. I'm tired, I don't know, I'm not gonna go there, you know what I meant. With this gratitude card, I don't say this lightly, but you have completely the opposite potential. This is not a 9 to 5. This is not struggling, okay? Gratitude, that's like a section of the reading that says you have people waiting for your expertise, you have people waiting for your talents, you have people waiting for you to step into the activity that would best mirror you for who you are. This could be performative for some, this could literally be anything, but the discrepancy in here is gonna be about definitely some sort of what is going on. Why is this person working at this job? Why do they have this when they can actually, with gratitude, this is also, I feel, talking about impact. So for me, the question is why, for so much impact and for so much expressive potential, we're sitting here entangled in a situation where, from the description, it felt like it was not a very good reflection of who you are. An example of this could be a person who's working in business, but they are meant to be an artist. Could be something about flow, because I also keep circling back to the message of from the rings themselves. So yeah, we also have that rings, the elements from the pile selections. So this ring feels very natural, the shape, it feels nature inspired. So something about the job in your case must be very artificial and specifically not a true reflection of who you are. With gratitude, I want to say when you're ready, okay? When you are ready. Not saying like you have to quit your job or do that now. When you are ready, invest in the intention of setting your activity to be a mirror of who you truly are. That means, I don't know, like, I don't want to make this abstract, but I don't know how to make it click. But like, that's the type of activity, or yeah, it's the type of activity that makes people crave you. It makes people want to be in your energy all the effing time. Okay? That's the gratitude card. And what I want to say also, it's very natural, it's very close to creative expression, being yourself. And these are the types of activities that do not fall into the classical job activities, such as, I don't know, a job description. Maybe it can have a job description, but it doesn't have to fit into the classical category. I feel in here just the overall overarching theme of profound worth and impact on the people. Very personal, very like soul touching type of impact. And it all kind of sadly goes to not necessarily to waste, because you do you contain that all inside of you all the time, but like the let's just say logistic of your activity work wise, it's not fitting, it's not capable of reflecting that might. Okay. It is a strong pointer towards the idea of where you should be going. It's a strong pointer towards your true nature. I heard that also. And it's something that's so effortless, it's something that's so free, it's liberating, okay? And it's definitely not stressful. You do that automatically, generating income, generating attention, very, very easy, very natural. Okay, it's like how genius, exactly in the same way we refer to nature as being genius, that's exactly how this can go for you. I think all we have to do is to intend to uncover that, and you have a strong probability to reinvent that area of your life. This is strongly also suggesting personal businesses, personal, let's just say, activities that involve you being on your own, or creative endeavors, or situations where you do not require to have a higher up, a boss, where you can manage everything so neatly, or you can even have a team that's like, oriented towards who you are and placing importance on that. Okay, strong message about that. Anyway, that was about the job itself. Okay, I think the next categories I will read interchangeably. That means I will read both for the job itself, and if it has something in regards to the new job or new activity that you should embark on, I'll definitely cover it if it has to be the case or if it's relevant. Okay. Okay, next category we have in here is gonna be boss. Okay, that's fun. Already I can say this is a very strange mix of very positive slash very negative information at the same time when it comes to the boss thing. Obviously, I feel like this pile is being seen or being you're being seen or in high regard. Okay, I heard high regard. However, I don't see that being proportionate to the pay or to recognizing you. With a card in here, I want to say that I saw it's as if the boss feels a weakness when it comes to you. This is a status weakness. This is like no matter how much I try, I cannot overthrow them. This has to be about your character. Again, this has to be the case where you naturally embody some qualities that the boss in here cannot stand because they are very obvious and they are very powerful at the same time and very masterful or proficient. It's as if it's the story where the boss is feeling intimidated by your skill. Okay. However, also with Temperance, we have Temperance and Knight of Swords. I feel like the boss in here is definitely afraid to speak against you or really quarrel, pick fights and be nasty towards you. All I can see, it could come off as being indirect or passive aggressive, but there is something about status in here, something about you seamlessly integrating into the work profile, or you do your job well. They see you as integrated. I don't see you as being integrated. However, you could really be very diligent or very serious and responsible about your work, and so it makes you very invulnerable when it comes to criticism, because there is literally nothing in here that the person can actually pick fights for or try to you really have to try hard and really hate on you to find something to not be happy about and start complaining. For the colleagues, you have definitely a detective in here, I want to say. Whatever that means let's clarify though. Oh my god, I literally asked for a detective and there was another detective character that went about in showing themselves up into the reading. You have a very colorful profile work-wise. And a lot of drama in here, I want to say. In what sense? I want to say you have, first of all, some very strong support in your work environment. It doesn't have to be very obvious, but you definitely have a lot of people who want to protect you or it's giving me a feeling of they know that your heart is in the right place. And definitely a group in here spying on you. This is also secrecy. So for what reason though, I want to ask. Yeah, this is crushing on you. Okay, wasn't expecting this, but it's natural. I will have, of course, love references in the reading, and it's obvious that we have in the colleague section that sort of energy. But you are very intriguing. Very positive things arose out of this category because you have a lot of support in here, and from these supportive people you will have a very like also esteemed person who's watching. Maybe if you're interested, this is gonna be about a person who has feelings again crushing on you, but how you'll also understand it's actually that they could feel protective, or they are, as a profile, as a character, they are very protective, and in this case they are very protective of you too. Okay. There is a recognition of excellency that is much more powerful than, let's just say, the higher ups can ever like assess you. Okay, it's as if your colleagues have a better understanding of who you are as a person, and they're actually rooting for you. That's wonderful to have in here. Is there something to be concerned about colleagues wise? Nine of Swords. The only issue in here, I want to say, don't get into their work, don't get in the way of their work, or don't get carried away by their, let's just say, work drama will resonate. Because that's the only thing that can be like relevant right now for you specifically, because I felt like you could have some people, let's just say, misbehaving because they are stressed. I saw in there the Nine of Swords. So yeah, don't take it personally, but you can have people nagging, stressed, or like a little even at times can be disrespectful just because they are burdened by work. Not that I say that this is acceptable, your boundaries, you can set them, you can pretty much adjust them too. But I can sense in here a people profile that's very good, so that means you can potentially work with people really, really well. Okay, but in general, judging from what I saw, I don't feel like you should be working with a boss. In general, I feel like working in a company where you have a boss is a little bit of a downgrade for you, and that you do deserve to have a more freedom driven type of work or activity that will literally make you feel very happy for being here, for working in general. You'll feel like time is flying. Okay, now this is gonna be about activity. Maybe this is activity at work, maybe this is activity from outside. Most likely this is okay, the message repeats itself somehow. Very proficient at something that you are not being recognized for, and you are very loved for your activity. I don't know, like that's what I see in here. It's fascinating, but it's as if I hear it's not fully, like they're not fully recognized. They're not fully. It's as if the higher ups are very aware of what's going on. That's the scary part, maybe for me in this case, but. I keep on hearing you deserve more recognition. You deserve to be spotlighted where you are not. What this speaks about, in the sense of like with gratitude, I literally like, and then when I say it, I have to give references because in the future I'll definitely need that reference. This is like the transcended, ascended. Don't like these two words. Like core primordial, let's just say, yeah, didn't get better. Elements of what you should be experiencing with gratitude. That's literally like people being grateful that not only you work with them, that they actually met you. That's how powerful this is. And that you are like capable of taking on the stage. I don't know what that means. Maybe for you it will carry a special meaning, but that's what I saw. Plot twist. Okay, Emperor in reverse. I already love that. Six of Cups, Empress, and the Moon in reverse. The plot twist in here, love this. I love it. I love it. I love what I see. Some person, a higher up, is feeling intimidated by you. This is not intimidated where, you make them feel scared because you are intimidating on like a physical. It can be also, I don't know. you'll know best what resonates with you. But what I heard in here, the higher up is fascinated by your character, by your charisma, by your magnetism, by who you are. This is a very rare case where the person is very aware of who you are and generally cannot brace themselves to understand why you're like this and what you will do next. Like, what's your next step? What's your next move? Very scared. Very scared. Very intimidated and on the lookout for you advancing 3 steps ahead of them and making them feel like a fool. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is a little... It makes me feel like, this energy is a little bit disrespectful towards that person, but maybe you're not doing that on purpose. Who knows? Because also we have... the plot twist in here is like, there is strong awareness that you are much more than this job. Even from, like... starting from the coworkers, but very painfully from the actual higher ups. So I want to say, Empress in here says that, this person will not stay here forever if we're not gonna recognize them. And with this gratitude, there is also a person in here thinking that we will run out of job position and benefits for them if we wanna make them stay. There is a sense that, you truly know your worth. You truly know your status, and that you're not gonna sit here forever and wait for them to change their mind and recognize you finally. Okay, there is a dangerous sense of influence, magnetism, and power that's being exuded from you that's not making people feel very comfortable. Okay, I loved it. It was so spicy. I think I'm gonna gravitate towards plot twists in the future for everything because I really loved it. Lastly, we have forbidden information. Okay. Yeah, you'll know already that this is spicy. Yeah. No way. Wheel of Fortune. You have to be kidding me right now. This is very distinct information. Maybe this is from the person who's spying. I don't know. Who's gathering information. You have an admirer. You have a lover in here. This is not a light. This is not a light situation. I feel in here adoration. I feel in here being stuck on you. I feel like in here is the case where the person is daydreaming. What's going on outside? Okay. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, this... Literally, I feel like, this sounds unbelievable, but I want to say it is what it is. Somebody in here has it all. The feelings, the attraction, the admiration, the awe, the stalking in here a bit, okay? It feels like it's marginally controlled, but yeah. With the wheel in here, and especially this representation, the person feels like you're really far from them and that they do not have access to you, but my god, they feel attracted. It's insane. It's a little bit scary, okay? Because I saw in here craving. Yeah. This is not crying in type of person. It can be, but the message doesn't cover that right now. It covers the fact that the person is on fire, okay? The person is on fire, obsessed. What can I say? It's forbidden information because you are here distracted with the job situation, or maybe with something that's not working, or with on the quest for self-worth, while the person has it all. It's as if I would want you to look at yourself from the lens of this person. It's definitely spicy in here, okay? That's the And they are fixed, like, you know, this person is actually, I would say, even a little bit possessive. So anyway, that was kind of it. I hope it resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Use the comment section. Use common sense, please. You can go and comment below how this resonated individually for you. If it did, I'll gladly accept that. I'm not gonna accept disrespect in the comment section. Anyway, most of them I really don't care about, so the disrespectful ones, because don't have time for that. Make sure to check out the other videos on the channel. If you liked this, you can definitely find good readings similar to this one in the previous in the not playlist, but you know, the library. Thank you so much for watching. If you want, you can donate for the channel. You will have the donation links in the description section and the comment section. If you don't, that's completely okay. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I really look forward to hearing from you again. Take care. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Let's see what we have in here for you, okay? First category of the information is going to be about the signature or identification. Okay, show me your ID. Like, literally show me your ID right now. Okay, you will see how this resonates and then conclude whether you should stay. Yeah. You are a very performative person, I would say, and in general a very, I would even go ahead and say actually extroverted. But all of that seems to be like suppressed because of work, or your performative nature doesn't necessarily fit into the work type that you do, and it actually should. It's coming through as like a compliment of sorts. And what's bothering me in here is the fact that everything that's work related in your case, it's so either serious on duty in a way that it's cutting off from the actual extroverted bit. That's very fun, that's very light, that's very let's just say, I would even say it's beautiful. It's like you with perceive in reverse. I know this doesn't necessarily talk about the, let's just say, the part about perceive has to be about the general message. However, in your case, I want to go ahead and say you don't understand that people would actually pay for your character to be out there like freely with no, let's just say, job, I don't know, like job expectation. Okay, now that I think about this, pile number 1 was very, very tight as well. I want to say that in general, you as a person, you come off as orderly. You would even have people who, they would approach you and they would say something along the lines like, you're very disciplined, you are very to yourself, very orderly. Like, people suspect that you are very, let's just say, introverted, but actually it's the other way around. You're just very masterful at not hiding it, but keeping everything together, I would say. So there is strangely like an air of mystery, while at the same time you can embody absolutely the opposite. In which sense? You can be quite outgoing, you can be quite like exuberant slash also exotic, and generally speaking, like, you have like an alter ego that is profoundly hidden in the work context, or you like, people do not truly know who you are at work. So definitely that, because I can look into the character card in here and say that we have a duality of sorts and general misconception about you as a person. And it feels to me like you are a very, let's just say, ascended, like very. This is so weird, like it's as if you play the main character outside of work, and in general, you have the main character energy, like you naturally attract attention, you're very magnetic, for example, or you're very foundational. I don't know how to explain it to you as a signature point, signature energy to your reading, but we have major arcanas in here. Um, It is the case where you could actually be toning those down for the sake of work, in the work context, or because some policies force you to do that. So, yeah, in this identification part, you will resonate with being dualistic. And I cannot really say that it's benefiting you as a person. However, it does benefit your work. So, if you think that, are you behaving properly at work, then this is definitely a good sign that you know how to comply. Or I don't like that word. It's like you know how to best present yourself in the given situation. And in general, with diary, you are very trustworthy uh, outside of work and inside also. Like in the work context, you are very, let's just say, mysterious, but at the same time trustworthy. And people do depend on you, so people do like to depend on you. They do regard you as very dependable and very attuned to and receptive to feedback or work, or like in general attuned to people. So if you resonated so far with this, definitely your reading. With perceive, okay, general thing that you should know about your work, you have perceive in reverse. This is a huge blind spot message, and a quite positive one at that as well. I will gradually expand with the other section and add up to the information I want to say in this one, but it's as if you don't have the means, or you are a bit blinded to your worth. You're a bit blinded to the fact that you're actually extremely desirable, and I'm not referring necessarily to a romantic setup or to the romantic side, or it could be interchangeable. It could be that you are universally desired in here. What do I mean when I say that you are desirable? It's you are in high demand, I feel. This manifests itself, let's just say, directly in people really wanting to see you at work, being very eager to see you, awaiting when you're going to pass by. And now, this will resonate with people who more or less have a soft spot for you. This is obviously not going to be the case where like negative people are going to have that. But it is as if we have for this pile this the felt aspect, talking about the fact that you are really people want to see you, people want to have you around, um, regardless of what you have right now, um, being mirrored to you. Okay, again, mirroring, I feel like this word is all over the place. um, but with perceive in reverse, either it's a self-worth issue, I'm not sure, or self-confidence, but you are generally very, very liked. And people look forward to seeing you. They feel like they fire up when they see you. And there is much more understanding, let's just say, of who you are beyond that facade that you have to take on, of course, because of the work nature, for example. But like, I sense that genuinely people want to connect to you. They want to understand who you are beyond the work context. This is a huge desire to know you. Like, that's something that you do not know, and you basically have to know through the means of this reading. Strangely, this is like also multiple situations, cases, instances where people are going to say, I wish I had a person like this in my life. You can have work crushes, but I don't like, marginally talking about this. It's like this is very platonic, it's very appreciative, it's very gentle and kind. It's as if, how do I organize my work life duties, responsibilities so that I can see them more often? Obviously and naturally, also, kind of, yeah. Also, this will come from, it can come from a very specific person. I will look into the colleagues category and will tell you what's going on there. But to be quite frank with you, you have no idea how eager people are to see you. So don't think that you go to work and you work there and or the small tiny details that you invest, like in the way in which you greet people, maybe the way in which you care for them, or you are attentive to details, or stuff like that. And it's also talking about the small intricate efforts that you invest in the work situation. It's as if, yeah, maybe you did tone down some of the character traits that you have, which are very outgoing, fun, and social. However, people do feel those, and they genuinely want you to unlock them in their presence. So, very positive messages coming through. Very, oh God, I'm looking at this colleagues category, and I cannot say that I'm surprised really. But since we have justice in reverse, there is a huge, huge area of sadness over seeing you not fully thriving. And I see genuinely some people being aware of the work nature that you have that does not allow you to fully be yourself. And okay, like, first of all, it's as if we also have a situation with colleagues that they like to or want to speak on your behalf. You can have friends, you can have, by the way, the situation with the colleagues is very funny. How this translates for you personally into the reading. I feel like people admire you, but they are not very vocal about this. They could be a little bit shy. They could be actually a little hesitant to say everything that's on their mind. So, um, however, when it comes to protection, when it comes to defending you, when it comes to siding with you and in their mind, thinking about your best interests, we have a very fierce intention to set the record straight because, again, having the justice in reverse in here makes me feel like you have people who are very empathetic. On top of things, it does. Oh my god, the cat is trying to bite me. Okay. Um, on top of things, we have people who really do not feel alright that you are either having your boundaries stepped on, overstepped. Not me literally going on a marathon to tell you how many words I know right now. But yeah, genuinely, you have some people in here upset with the idea of you not being or not feeling fully happy at work, and it almost as if it's being seen. Okay, it's almost as if like, what is this person doing here? Like, why is this person not having like a higher position? Why are they not higher? Like, why are they wasting their time doing that? I feel like you have some colleagues thinking about the fact that your work type does not align with you, who you are, your values, and in general, as a sense, as a feel to it, it feels like they are understanding that you deserve more for the qualities that you do have. So, anyway, work related, when it comes to colleagues, you have to resonate with people who are more or less on your side. It could also be a case where actually people are on your side, but they are doing that in secret. Um, there will also be some cases with people in here who will not know what's going on or why am I saying these things, because people more or less were silent. You do have supporters. So marginally there has to be also um, this pile has some individuals who might actually consider the work to be neutral and like not bad, and be inclined towards remaining there for a while because of the colleagues, because of the social aspect really being supportive towards you. But I want to also say your worth is being very much so mirrored through the lens of your colleagues. You have some very supportive colleagues there. Now, I don't know, maybe some people will say, I don't know what's this all about. Say whatever you want, you wish. I understand that maybe not everything can resonate, but I also see distinctly that there is positivity in here. Spoken or not, it is positive, especially because we have justice in reverse in here. I know I can literally interpret this in whatever way, shape, or form I want, but what is coming through with this justice in reverse is a sense of being on your side. So do whatever you want with this information. Um, because we also have vague and sore, you might have also colleagues who are generally, let's just say, tired. They want to acknowledge, appreciate you, but they might be busy, occupied, stressed, could be. And with manipulative topiary, this is coming through as a sense of I don't want anyone to know that I'm on your side. Definitely we have in here, this is no one person, this is no two, this is actually ranging from 3 to 4 or even more people who have crushes on you. It's very and it's coming through as like very obvious, like, you know, either you know about this or no, not, I don't know. But this is generally talking about, let's just say, sneaky crushes in here at work. Pretty much that's what I wanted to say for the colleagues category, but it's as if you have more support there than you actually realize. And I want to say, with this pile selection, it being this shell, you have a lot of people perceiving you and giving you compliments. You are being complimented on your looks. I do want to say this is extending forth into the character. That means you are being applauded, loved, adored, and desired not only for your looks. This is coming through as you being seen as a whole, as a person, not just a person who's activating in a specific role or has a job duty description that they have to perform. So it's very optimistic. The things that I do see in the colleagues category are very optimistic, very positive. Now, moving on, maybe I will interchangeably like go and exchange some meanings and cards for the other sections too. Now we have the boss categories. These are, let's just say, boss categories will refer to your higher ups. It could be one higher up, it could be multiple higher ups. Activity wise, I want to say this is an organization. This is a, let's just say, force elements, whether it be that they are actually uh, taking the form of a literal person, or these are going to be the circumstances for you that could be potentially called for being a higher up. We have in here a very interesting story. This is marginally not good nor bad, because I see in here a pattern. We have a strong sense of keeping their eyes on you, sneakily, sneakily being so about this. Um, there is a level of distance or skepticism. However, I want to keep in mind one thing. Fascinating how this plays itself out. I was like, skepticism doesn't sound very good. Uh, but because this is Dory card, I want to also add there are some layers of uncharted slash unrevealed, not shown to the surface elements of you that they suspect are very good. They suspect that you have some very untapped potential in here. And potential, untapped potential is like this person could be a very good leader. This person is very dependable. This person is very organized. This person is outgrowing their position. But skepticism, strangely, is coming from the idea that I don't understand why, but they like to question that a lot. Sometimes I see this happening when a person is insecure and they want to somehow, let's just say, tone down the person who is better than them so that they can feel like their self-worth is intact because they're struggling. So, they have their eyes on you, generally tilting towards a more positive slash intrigued by you type of uh, scenario, situation, instance, but also like a little bit scared, a little bit hesitant, a little bit um, uncertain about themselves, about their capabilities, about their skills in relationship to you. It's as if I don't want to let this person too close, or I don't want to let them step into a more powerful role because it is making me genuinely feel like I will be in a competition situation. Okay, so a lot of like gatekeeping. Okay, and it's strange because I don't understand how this is possible, how this duality exists, because it's very contradictory, to say the least. Because there is appreciation in here, there is even some level of fascination with you as a person. There is even like an appreciation with a desire to bring a better line, a better extension of power, but all of this is hugely like hidden, like kept under wraps. It's an understatement. Like, do not overstep your rank, like I heard, while at the same time wanting you to do so and grasping like the potential of it. Okay, very conflictual. I wanna say it's not even clear to them what's their take on you. Okay, like even for them it's a little bit of a mystery or a situation where they have to question it themselves. Okay, this is gonna be plot twist. I hope you're prepared for this. Buckle up, because literally what I see in here, very intriguing. um a lot of people talk about you, a lot of people talk about you in the sense of power related. A lot of people think about what you said. A lot of people replay the conversations that they had with you. A lot of people are stuck on you. Many types of shapes and forms. That means for me, romantic wise, also work wise, proficiency wise, I feel like you have untapped potential. People know it, they're stuck on it. Understatement, literally. And also because we haven't here the hard lover, this is someone hugely crushing on you and loving the fact that you are like performing. I feel like you have no idea what intrigue is bubbling up to the surface. I feel like even this superior or higher up is not capable of fully containing the gossip. And it's good gossip in here, let's just be honest. Um, Specifically because I see one character in here, it's as if there is some morality, integrity, virtue, and all of this tightly wrapped up in the sense of they are a decent person. They should be positioned in good situations, they should be positioned in power situations, I heard. It's as if you are an enhancer of sorts. It's as if like people regard you as like a dormant power. And what I love about this, and I kept seeing that in like majority of my readings, and I love it. That's like talking about my audience really in this case. This is like the case where you did not come to work to basically live there. It's as if that it's as if you're living your own legend there. It's as if you have a very real, raw, felt element to you that makes people feel really inspired when you are around. And to me, it's as if like you are waiting for your power to fully claim everything because already people are a little bit entranced. They are a little bit, let's just say, in love with you, and they are waiting for your next move. They're waiting for the next chapter in this work setup to fully almost like engulf you and to let you rise out of it enhanced or in a better or a more powerful, almost like leveled up power wise. Your influence is growing. The plot twist in here is that there is a lot of talk, there is a lot of gossip in here that's a little bit uncontrolled, and it's even annoying the higher ups, it's even annoying the it's making me feel like it's annoying a lot of people who like to keep you in a gray area or zone. And you have a lot of supporters also, like as I see it, like transitioning through the lens of the um, colleagues. It all makes kind of powerful sense. I feel like you have in here great character that's being recognized and validated by a lot of people. And then we have this category of the cards showing that this is beginning to grow. This is beginning to show in the ways in which people refer to you, talk about you, and you seem to be like a circulating legend of sorts. Um, Quite peculiar because, this feels like it's extraordinary information that I stumble across, but not in vain, this is called a plot twist. Because, again, this is usually something that you do not see coming, and I really love it. I'm so proud of myself that I introduced this. I'll literally bring that everywhere in the readings. Uh, I was thinking about talking about the nature of the activity. However, I do not feel like this is something that wants to be truly addressed in this case because I feel like this reading for you specifically is being centered around a more social setup. The activity itself, not gonna go there for now at least, but maybe we'll try to infer it from this section, which is going to be forbidden information. We have the Knight of Swords. This is a situation where either you or a person said something and there was some movement. There was some sort of gossip, there was some sort of movement, talk about let's push them forward. Maybe you could have said something yourself that made this person realize that you should be moved forward. Can also be the case. Um, Up next, let me concentrate. Um, there is a concern in here with your popularity. I find it so that people feel little bit uncomfortable. I feel like this is higher up situation. A little too uncomfortable with the fact that this is it's as if the position and the gossip and the way in which people talk about you is placing pressure on the higher ups to do something about you. There is growing power on your behalf. There is growing respect and recognition on your behalf, specifically from the people's side, that's making others really uncomfortable. It's as if we have to, like, do something about this. We have to tone it down. Like, that's what I keep hearing. There is like a hierarchy issue in here that arises. It's like um, you could literally have situations where you know much more than you're supposed to. You have people talking and trusting you that they, in ages, were never like able to have that level of trust that you freely have to yourself. Okay. Uh, there is this sense of people wanting to protect you, and also realization that you will not be overlooked. You will not, also a growing realization that you're kind of grasping your worth, grasping like your, yeah, this is very strange, I want to say, but it's what I see. It's like a concerning growth sprout that's a little bit uncomfortable for them, because like, why so rapidly, why so uncontrollably, and does it mean right now that we have to behave in a different way towards them? So yeah, definitely if this resonated so far, it's gonna be your reading, but there is like an anomaly of sorts. Your actions, something you said you did in here, caused a disturbance in the general workflow. And it's not making people feel very comfortable, like specifically those who are concerned with making you feel like you should know your place. I would say that you were like this all along, and actually the situations conformed to showing, uh, revealing actually like the true value, and that you should not be overlooked. I feel like this is showing this again, making some people feel uncomfortable. So kind of that's what I wanted to say for you. Pile number two. I hope you enjoyed the reading. That was a very unexpected slash very intriguing plot twist, because I love, like, I already adore this category. I will use it in every reading from now on. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment how this resonated for you individually if it did. Also, if you want, you can check out the other videos on the channel, and if you want to donate, you'll have the links in the comment section and the description section. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward, want to hear from you in the future readings. Take care. Hello, pile number 3. Now I'm looking at these like pictures of the cards, and I realized that I took a lot of the cards out. Let's not do that, okay? Okay, starting off with, this is going to be the signature energy information that will help you best understand who you are and whether this resonates specifically for your situation in regards to your work-life balance whatsoever. Today I'm feeling in the mood of mixing words. Yeah. I have never in my life met such a controversial pile. Okay? I'm not sure if I'm actually right now exaggerating or if I'm actually being truthful. Because to be quite fair, you are very spicy. Okay? I have a very strong feeling that you are eccentric, that you are taking the main stage, taking the spotlight, bathing in the spotlight, and really not holding back. The fun part, like the actual genius part in this, hear me out. People are very inclined towards thinking that you are sassy, or let's just say spicy. Almost like some of you could even be called out as called out, described as scandalous. Okay. Now, what I love about this pile, I usually pick pile number 3 too, by the way, is the fact that um, you are actually very people oriented, even for those that you actually could hate on. Like, this is so weird. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick pile number 3. Most likely, this is gonna be my pile too, so I'm not gonna talk bad things about you anyway, even if I don't pick it, but very eccentric. I have the feeling that you are actually a performer of sorts, judging by how much intensity we have in here. It's just like off the charts. And this is not even the full package in here. I feel like with the first card in this corner reversed, I feel like you have more to show. Meaning that if people think that they're overwhelmed, goodbye. Uh, Modesty left to the chat, they're about to be surprised. I feel like marginally this could be contained at work, or actually being like barely contained at work because it feels like people are testing you. And the truth of the matter is the fact that we have this very good card in the right extremity of this row. I feel like in general you're very caring towards people. The audio decided it has had enough and simply closed. I was saying that, quite contrary to the general belief, you are very caring. And I don't like saying general belief, whatever, but we're saying this because I feel like you have a lot of people who are very opinionated about you. With this Ten of Swords, it's making me feel like people are easily inclined towards misinterpreting your intentions because of the level of how eccentric you are. Now, does that make you a bad person? No. Again, don't do that. Don't think about that. Not that you do, but just as a disclaimer, I do feel like you confuse people big time. And I'd say that I actually do confuse people a lot, judging by the comment section that I have. Not gonna lie, I think that will resonate with me too. So yeah, hopeless case. Lost case, actually. Anyhow, um, that was the bit like with the identification. Judging from the characters in here, you are not to be messed with. Because of the intensity that we have in here, I feel like you could potentially haunt people in their dreams if you want, really. Nightmares, actually. But it's as if you care also too much to allow that to make you get carried away. So yeah. I also kind of clarified in here with some cards. It feels like you are a walking mystery of sorts, and you're also two cards being clarified by one another from that positive message. You are very inspiring to people, by the way. And it's as if like we have even the case where people feel so inspired that they're no longer depressive. Can you dig that? Can you actually believe that? Like, this is so wonderful, actually. I love it. Okay. I think that had to give you some idea of who you are. And if you are this, then you're definitely in the right pile, because judging by what is happening in the background with the motorcycles, the music, and children screaming like it's the end of the world, yeah, I can pretty much say that this pile is going to be quite the find. Okay? Um, where should I go? No, next is gonna be the selves. Hear me out. This is going to be precisely the message that you came in here for. This is going to be a general, like, what you should know about your work, about your activity. The selves. Hear me the F out. The selves indicates that you are having multiple talents. Not me literally having the same thing. I should really concentrate. Anyhow, I feel like you have so many talents and so many uses of who you are that you're potentially aiming for becoming very rich. Okay? You have no idea how not haunted you could be for the things that you have, for the things that you are capable of creating, live in luxury. Like, that's what I imagine, that's what I can see. On top of that, you should be treated in the up, like, you should be treated like royalty. Okay? With selves in here, you can have the best, the top layer of like utmost proficient like results, like, in the fields that you activate in. This is speaking about genius, okay? This is not mediocrity, okay? I don't know why this is on your For You page, how you stumbled across it. Hear me out. You're not meant to live in a mediocre lifestyle sense. This pile is never gonna be about that. With the selves, you are potentially aiming or are capable of creating, sparking, generating lots of income, and it's scarily unexpected. You have a very powerful self-worth, and with selves you have the ownership right to have the best in your life, simply because, okay, this pile, you're going to resonate not only with a job, this is going to resonate with activity too. I was covering in pile 1 and 2 more so the job not description, but like area. In this case, you can literally do many things at the same time. Speaking about passive income, go for it. That's the message. It's very telling, like, this energy is talking about your, and I hate the word, like, I hate that combination, like, your potential is limitless. No, your passion, interests could potentially lead you towards very luxurious outcomes. Very luxurious outcomes. And you could live life feasting on grapes and whatever, like exotic fruits. Okay? Like, that's the, like, not like stranded on an island or something, but hear me the F out. This is royalty. This is royalty. This is like top level. This is the type of taste, not like artistic taste, not music taste, not taste like food, but this is like top notch taste in life, elevated taste. Okay, like that's you should know about this. Okay, like, that's what I keep hearing, and that you now, those of you who are going to come at me in the comment section with whatever, I don't even care. I want to tell you this. If you see yourself, or if you think that your life reflection right now is either farther, or you don't know how, or you don't know that this is possible, how is that concerning me? Okay? I'm just telling you what you should be aiming and intending for, because it's there. And pile number 3, you people are going to resonate. I'm gonna call you out, okay? I didn't plan on it, but definitely gonna do it. You have in here this sense of you can have it and more. Like, that's what I can see. Also, how am I gonna, right now I'm thinking like, how am I going to interpret the actual category of the people in here, because I said this is not gonna be activity, this is not gonna be a job, and activity is going to be more. Yeah, literally me having to pause this to think. You have been gifted with so many things, I'm literally here like trying to hold it all in and not argue right now. Because if I dare to have people in the comment section telling me otherwise and they don't see it or they don't know how to do it, I don't care. I want to tell you that this is the energy, and how you will recognize it. Hear me the F out. How you're gonna recognize it, it's going to be like exactly like what I said in the beginning. If you recognize yourself as a baddie, if you identify as one, well, you cannot live a mediocre life being a baddie, for example, and live any less than royalty. And if you don't allow it because you think you either don't deserve it or you don't see it, yeah, I'm really like, I'm holding back right now. Yeah. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. Like, this is very refined taste. You cannot get away with you cannot get away with the fact that you need to aim for big things. Okay? When I say that, that means when you aim for relationship, for example, you aim for being treated like a god. Okay? That's what I hear. That's what they say. When you aim for money, you aim for also the best. Okay? That's what I also see in here. Now, no, I mean, really, pile number 3, that's like the cherry on top of like the cake. Cherry on top. Doesn't have to be a cake, really. Hear me the F out. I wanna say this is hilarious. I see the category with the colleagues. This is not even colleagues in here. Hear me out. I feel like these are fans. If you're working, congratulations, my love. You have fans. Okay? You have admiration in here. You have... Yeah, I see the lovers card. I see popularity here. Give me reasons in the comment section. Give me Fs. I don't care. Okay? That's what I see. Performative, very. Sorry, I just feel like, this channeling bit is transforming me, okay? Literally, I'm gonna have comments again asking me if I'm alright. I'm alright, okay? FYI, I am alright. I've never been better, Especially with those kinds of energy. Congratulations, it's actually your fault. I mean, you make me channel this, and then I'm to be blamed for... Yeah. Make it make sense, okay? That's what I want to say. This is marginally making me feel like the colleagues in here are going to love you. If this is work context, okay? For how long, God knows. I don't know. I'm just saying you have a very high standard thingy that you either have it's dormant or you have, and you should intend to work further to expand with it in this beautiful life because you deserve it. I feel like this is the case profession-wise or something that with the Hierophant in reverse, with Justice, it's very spiritually aligned. What the F do I mean by that? Because literally when I say it, I get pissed off because I'm thinking, what's that person going to understand when I say it, okay? Well, you have people in your workplace, or these are going to be, as I said, your fans who think that you are God sent. Congratulations. That's what I see in here with this Hierophant in reverse. Very... Also with Justice in here in this combination, it's making me feel like people feel the importance that you give off. They love you. It's very almost like contradictory in the sense that we have people in here who are both intimidated and also they love you, okay? And with this one card I say it's very shy colleagues, very shy people, but in general very affectionate and very loving towards you. But there is a rank thing in here that seems to be going around in your aura that's making people feel really intimidated, even if those people could feel themselves being officially a higher up or more important, okay, than you. For example, can be that a higher up sees you as intimidating, even if they feel like they are actually on the papers as a higher up, okay? What I also want to add, there is a lot of discrepancy energy I see. God save me from the comment section. I don't want to hear the complaints about if I'm alright, okay? I don't. Please, I'm alright. I'm good. If I posted, that means I'm good, okay? Deal with it. With lovers in reverse, you have people thinking that you're going to automatically reject them. I feel like literally I'm not reading for like colleagues in here. I'm thinking that I'm actually reading for fans or people in general, because this is marginally, it feels to me like it's about reputation. Very tumultuous energy, a lot of attention on you, very like hidden glances in here in the background. Very scared of one-on-ones, very scared of like directly talking to you, terrified of you. I don't know. And it's also at the same time as respecting you. How is that possible? Don't ask me, ask the cards anyway. Um, I'll return to that if it's necessary. Higher up. This is higher up. If this not higher up. If this not, if this is not higher up, this is situations that's higher up. Simplified language. Never mind. If you are working in a context of higher up situation, then you're being seen as dangerous, but also friendly. But having a power element that's a little dangerous, that's making you feel like almost like a person who's not supposed to be left unwatched, something like this. And a lot of importance, okay? If this is about not a physical person as a higher up, then this is about the impact or about the host that's carrying out your activity. You are being seen as very important and potentially very influential or powerful as a potential, okay? Like very, very high hopes, high expectation of you, and also promising. Yeah, that's what I was like digging up from the dictionary in my mind. I want to say there is also like again very discreet curiosity, if this is people, person higher up, about you, and a sense of very like steel like respect that's radiating from you, from your reading. So definitely we have that. And with strength in here, it's like there is this sense that you're going to go far. If you have higher ups that do not respect you, I'm not sure if this is your reading, because this is like marginally feeling like it's intimidation there that's not even registering on your radar, but this is like how you are, and people are like, yeah, I don't know what to do with them, but I really feel intimidated by them, and I keep a close watch on you. Like that's the energy. uh Next up, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be the plot twist. Okay, this plot twist thing, judging by the Nine of Swords, is going to talk about some sort of quality of yours that is very confusing, from the sense that you feel like you are unbothered in life, and that you have like a sort of a protective bubble around you That's very intriguing. Like, how is it that you are not bothered by what's going on around you? Or how is it that you feel so untouchable? That's the energy I feel like. It feels like the world in general, like the workplace or the world itself, feels like in a state of akin to scarcity. It's a lot of scarcity, victimhood mentality, very survival driven, and yeah, very poor mindsets. With you, it's like I do not understand how this person is so optimistic or so empowered or so confident, where things are not even marginally close to that. So I just wanna say it is as if people watch over you, like they look at you and they don't understand what they are doing differently because you feel like you have everything so well put together. It feels like you are also being regarded as a person who's very, very confident and well put together, even in situations where there is a lot of stress, in situations that makes it so that, other people would potentially even crumble or fall into despair. In your case, it's like completely the opposite. You are like stronger in stress than you are like in real life, in simply like calm, normal situations. So, yeah. The plot twists in here are going to revolve around your strength of character and the differentiation that they can perceive from you rank wise, even though you're like with people and there is not like a huge, like with the unarmed eye, people do understand you're also a person, a human being, but if they start studying you, they find themselves to a certain extent quite fascinated. And actually there is a lot of envy in here with this star in reverse. It's like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to reach that kind of level, because look at them, they're actually so proficient at it. They're so contained and self-possessed. I hope I did say that correctly, but it is as if we have an unbelievable strength that's coming from inside that's making people feel really weak. It's making people feel like you are out of this world and that it's actually unfair that you have that level of calm in life, like that's, and it is as if you cannot be like caught off guard, like that's what I heard. Judging also from the Seven of Pentacles, it's Seven of Swords, it's as if people try to desperately figure you out. I'm not sure I understand why this is happening, like what exactly makes you entitled to dig up all of this in regards to pile number 3, but you definitely have that on your tail. It's as if we have also the situation where you're always like spotlighted, or you draw a lot of attention. With the Four of Cups in here, I feel like even people who are generally uninterested or really hard to impress, these people are precisely the ones to actually keep a close eye on you. And you have some other people in the background like wondering, why is this person getting so much attention? It's actually upsetting, okay? So it's like, it's as if also work related, or I don't know how to explain it. There is a sense of, I I struggled. I have to like, is it strived or is it strove? I don't think that's like even a word. But like, why did I have to strive for that level of success, for that level of recognition? And here they come and just do it, okay? And it's like, this recognition is even stronger than like the qualities of work or activity. So this could be like one person really sees you and they really like the way in which you talk. This person really likes the way in which you look, and overall, and here they are in the work context. So it's like, why is this person appreciated in so many ways? Like, what's going on? That's that's the actual like truth of the matter in here. And also I keep hearing like there is a strong sense of invulnerability that's seeping through the reading. Okay. Next part of the reading, this is going to be quite spicy as well because this is forbidden information. I'm not sure if I did that for pile number 2, by the way. You know best because people are watching. Devil. This is pretty straightforward. Devil in here, it's making me feel like it's about control. You have some people very upset about your popularity. You have some people, I would say these have to be haters. They are really despising the fact that you have so much attention, that you're discussed all the time, and they feel like they don't have what it takes to be like you. This could be success-wise, this could be people who crave the spotlight as well. They want that popularity, they want that fame. They feel like you are the big deal and they are no longer that. They feel like they have to fight for your attention from the moment you step into the room, you walk into the room. It's making me also feel like you have disturbed some very powerful plans that were work-related or maybe in general plans of some people. And also you have made a lot of people, I want to say, it's like you have inevitably thrown them on a treadmill for success and for constantly for a battle to prove themselves. A lot of self-worth issues are being presented in the section of the forbidden information, and it's very social also. So it's like, why are you disturbing my flow? Like, that's what I keep on hearing. And also you have this energy of stepping into the room, taking what's yours, and not really feeling anything about it other than it's actually a must, or it's actually something that is mine for the taking. And I don't feel like that is something that people see as normal. For my situation, for what I think about this, I completely think that this is normal and that you should be going for it. For these people, it's like, why do I have to all my life hold back? This person shows up and simply takes what's perceived as theirs, which they think. Also, you have Moonstone in here. I love it because, yeah, lots of references of the moon in here as well. Yeah, we don't have the moon card, by the way, but a lot of representations of the moon, so you can have a connection with that. It could be a confirmation of sorts. But a lot of inferiority complexes, and also in general, a lot of people feeling triggered. Okay? It's like you are better than them, like that's what they keep on running on a loop in their head. Yeah, and also quite fascinating and also kind of sad, to be quite fair with you. It's as if you actually do love these people too, but they will never be able to love you beyond their craving for power or for something that they want because they perceive that you have it freely. Or is that like it's truly easier for you? You had everything in your life. Well, it literally doesn't have to be. I feel like the core was always there, but in your life it could have been actually quite complicated and even harden, harder than they had it. So yeah, I don't see why this is playing itself out from their side, but you're quite controversial, and I wouldn't be surprised if you have some sort of conspiracy circulating about you, mentioning your name or something like this. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I think that's gonna be it. Pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching once again. I don't know why I repeated that. I feel like this is like I run this phrase on a loop and it like automatically on autopilot being said. um, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel too. Make sure to say in the comment section how this specifically for you resonated. I hope to get finally to the comment section and sort it all out fully. even though I'm bracing myself sometimes from what I see there. Um, Not that I care so much, but it's like, yeah, do I delete that or do I make fun of it in the next intro? I don't know. I'll think about this. Um, if you want to donate, go for it. Do it. You have the links in the description section and the comment section if you want to do that. If not, that's alright. I forgive you. Hope to see your energy, to hear from you in the next reading. Take care.